In the first video, we looked at the challenges humanity faces in managing the transition to a climate-changed world. In this next video, we will look at a class of physical risk of importance to the United Kingdom. Coastal erosion sees the land edge retreat away from the sea through a variety of causes, including landslip, storm impact, and tidal undercutting. Importantly, coastal management also happens through shoreline surrendering of sections of coast to allow inundation and thereby to protect other more sensitive sections of coast. Much of the UK coastal environment is in its natural state. High cliffs, long beaches, bays, inlets of all types. It's often nature that manages the relationship with land and sea. In the last few hundred years, increasingly hard and heavy engineering, structural defences, and tide and flood barriers have developed to protect major urban centres. City planners, the statutory bodies and developers work together to ensure large centres of population are not overwhelmed by high tides and storm surges allied to surface water and river runoff. UK coastlines are very actively monitored. Coastal surveillance and shoreline management is a constant for the UK, and government funding and agency activity work with local governments to protect key points. Whether it be heavy engineering along densely populated stretches of coast, defending key points for other parts of coastline, or accepting erosion and inundation, often allied with wildlife and ecological benefits, the coast is watched and maintained. There are, of course, some historical locations in which very rapid erosion has left properties exposed to total collapse. However, this is mercifully a very rare occurrence. The locations are well documented and local action or inaction well advertised. Coastal areas are in the front line of changes forecast from climate change, but they have always been the front line. There are an army of specialists, technicians, engineers and planners fighting to keep our infrastructure safe and society moving. This effort will only increase over the coming decades as we decarbonise and modernise networks. The availability of a modern effective insurance sector at competitive international prices is also a key to the ongoing resilience and rapid recovery when events happen. There is a premium in living by the coast for a reason. It's a fabulous place to live. By knowing defended and undefended locations and the type of shoreline management in place, lenders can quickly align lending and portfolio decisions with the real risks.